you finally meet someone. The conversation is flowing. She's laughing at things she doesn't even find that funny. You're thinking, okay, this is going somewhere. Then, 3 days later, she goes quiet. Not a fight. Not a goodbye. Just slow, steady distance. And your brain starts spinning. What did I do? Did I text too much? Was I too available? Why does this always happen to me? Bro, listen to me carefully. She didn't pull away because of what you did. She pulled away because of how you made her feel, and the part you missed had nothing to do with you trying harder. It had everything to do with a quiet psychological switch that flipped inside her before you even noticed. You're not crazy. You're not broken. Most guys feel exactly this, and nobody ever explains why. By the end of this video, you'll understand the specific wiring inside her brain that made her retreat, what she was actually running from, and how to never trigger it again. Let's get into it. Repeat button mindset reframe, 115 to 245. Most guys believe that if a woman pulls back, she lost interest. That's the story every podcast, every friend group, every smooth-talking guy at the bar will tell you. If she's gone quiet, you missed the window. Move on. But the real truth is, that's rarely what's happening. When a woman who seemed deeply into you suddenly cools off, it usually has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your looks, your income, your text game. It has to do with attachment, a pattern wired into her nervous system long before she ever met you. And here's what changes everything. She doesn't pull away because you did something wrong. She pulls away because too much closeness started to feel dangerous to her subconscious. Her gut tells her something is off. Her energy shifts. She feels a wall go up inside her body, and she doesn't even know why. That's when attraction doesn't die. That's when it activates her avoidant wiring. And once you see this, you stop chasing. You start leading. You stop panicking. You start understanding. That's the shift. Let's break it down. Gemstone the 7 points. Number 1, the too close, too fast trap. Most guys think more attention wins more attraction. They double text. They plaster availability everywhere. They treat intimacy like a volume knob, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Here's what's actually happening inside her. When a woman with avoidant wiring senses closeness rising too quickly, her nervous system reads it as a loss of freedom. Her body tightens. Her mood flips. Not because she doesn't like you, because her subconscious is screaming, I'm losing myself. Watch the contrast. Average guy, hey, just thinking about you. Hope you're having a great day. Can't wait to see you again, smiling face with hearts. Grounded guy, texts her once. Says something real. Doesn't check his phone for the next 6 hours. And when you do that, she feels her own space respected, and that is the rarest emotional experience an avoidant woman has ever felt with a man. That's when her walls start coming down instead of going up. Number 2, why she tests the pullback. Here's the part nobody talks about. Most guys think her testing is about them. They walk on eggshells. They overanalyze her words. They start performing harder. The deeper truth? When an avoidant woman pulls back, she isn't punishing you. She's checking if you'll still be solid without her giving you constant reassurance. Her brain is asking one quiet question: will he vanish the second I create distance, or will he still be here? If you chase, you confirm her worst fear. That you're emotionally dependent. That you'll suffocate her. Game over. If you stay grounded, she feels something she almost never feels. Safety without pressure. That phrase rewires her attraction toward you because it contradicts every past experience she's ever had with men. And here's the thing, you don't need to do anything dramatic. You just need to not collapse. That's the move. Number 3, vulnerability is a silent alarm for her. Most guys confuse vulnerability with weakness. They think showing emotion is the same as losing power. But here's the deeper psychological reality. For an avoidant attached woman, a man opening up emotionally is the single fastest trigger for her to disengage. Not because she doesn't appreciate it. Because her nervous system interprets emotional depth as fusion, and fusion, to her, equals losing her identity. Her inner voice says, he needs too much. He'll start controlling me. He'll trap me in his feelings. So she retreats. Not to hurt you. To protect herself. And here's what changes everything when you understand this. You don't stop being authentic. You just drip truth instead of dumping it. Share slowly. Let her earn the deeper layers. Treat your inner world like a vault, not a billboard. When you do that, she feels curiosity instead of pressure. Her gut is saying, something about him is different. He's not chasing me. He's not performing. Who is this guy? And that's the hook that avoids pulling her away. Number 4, the Phantom Ex illusion. Most guys lose their minds when an avoidant woman mentions an ex. They compete. They get jealous. They ask, am I better than him? Here's the truth nobody tells you. Avoidant individuals deactivate their attachment to you by mentally uploading old attachments. They don't want their ex back. They use the memory of the ex as an emotional off-ramp. Her brain says, maybe someone from my past was safer. Maybe I don't need this new closeness. The psychology behind this? She's not choosing him. She's choosing distance from you. So what does the grounded man do? He doesn't compete with ghosts. He doesn't fight for her attention against memories. He just leans back into his own life. He expands his world so wide that the relationship becomes a beautiful corner of it, not the entire thing. And when you do that, she feels her own pull toward him increase, because the one thing an avoidant woman craves is a man who has a life that doesn't revolve around her. That's emotional caffeine for her brain. Number 5, she's not cold. She's hyper-independent. Here's the one most guys completely miss. Most guys see an avoidant woman's emotional distance and label her as cold, manipulative, or not into it. That's the wrong frame entirely. Avoidant women aren't cold. They're hyper-independent. They've spent a lifetime building a fortress of self-sufficiency because depending on people, as a child, didn't feel safe. Her inner voice says, I don't need anyone. I can handle this alone. I've done it before. That's not strength. That's armor. And the second you misread it as rejection, you'll try to break through it, which is the fastest way to make her disappear. The reverse pattern? You honor her independence without withdrawing yourself. You stay warm but unbound. Present but not possessive. And here's the thing, that's the most magnetic combination on earth for her. When you hold that energy, she starts replaying the conversation in her head, asking herself, why do I keep thinking about him? And that's the shift that turns interest into obsession. Number 6, silence is her love language. Most guys panic in silence. They fill every gap. They text faster. They explain themselves. They do anything to avoid the quiet. But here's the deeper truth. Silence is the language avoidant attached women speak fluently. When she doesn't reply for hours, she's not playing games. She's regulating her own nervous system. She's reminding herself she still has space. And here's what most guys never understand, silence between words is like silence between musical notes. That's where the rhythm lives. So the move isn't to fill the gap. The move is to let the silence teach her something about you. That you won't disintegrate when she steps back. That you have an inner world she doesn't have access to yet. That your stability isn't rented from her replies. When you do that, she feels something rare, a man who doesn't need her to constantly perform to keep him around. That's the shift that turns her avoidant loop off and her secure attachment switch on. Number 7, the exit door she leaves open. Most guys think the avoidance pattern is permanent. They think she's just not that into them and they walk away defeated. But here's the part that changes everything. Avoidant attachment runs in cycles. Push, pull. push, pull. Cold, warm. Cold, warm. She will leave the door open, sometimes wider, sometimes barely, and most guys either slam it shut by chasing, or walk away too early. The deeper truth? Every avoidant woman is quietly waiting for the one man who doesn't react to her pattern. Not the one who ignores her. Not the one who plays games. The one who sees the pattern, names it softly, and stays. Her brain says, he's not collapsing. He's not chasing. He understands something I don't even fully understand about myself. This feels different. When you hold that, when you don't flinch at her distance and don't chase her warmth, she feels something she has never felt before with a man, the freedom to come back without losing herself. And that's the moment her attachment starts to rewire toward you. And arrow the close, final 60 to 90 seconds. Listen to me. This isn't about memorizing a list of 7 moves. This isn't about tactics. This is about becoming the kind of man who doesn't flinch when closeness rises because he's already settled inside his own skin. These aren't tricks. This is who you're becoming. A grounded man. A present man. A man whose energy is the message before his mouth ever opens. And here's the one thing I want you to remember long after this video is over. Stop chasing the spark. Become the flame. The man who knows he's enough never has to convince a woman to stay. He just has to stay solid. And let her wiring catch up to him. If this hit something inside you, if you felt seen, understood, like someone finally explained what you've been living through, then watch this video next, because I'm breaking down the exact flip side of this dynamic, the anxious attached man who chases avoidant women and how he breaks the loop forever.